She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see.
Girls and boys, make some noise! Welcome to my new video! My name is Bonbon, and today I would like to talk to you about my favorite movie ever! There's plenty of videos out there on the internet talking about and shitting on bad movies, and they're doing incredibly well. It must be due to the human primal urge to band together and throw feces at other less desirable members of the group. And don't get me wrong, I too enjoy joining into the activity of spilling the tea. Even so, in order to balance the cesspool of negativity on the internet just a little, I decided to talk about some of my favorite movies that maybe some of y'all haven't heard about yet. And what better time to talk about this masterpiece of cinema than the Pride Month? It's Pride Month! Pride Month! Woo! I've seen this movie like 20 plus times, and not only do I know plot by heart, I know every single song, which are all bops. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, ooh ooh, boo-doo-be-doo. Marilyn is a national treasure, and she deserved better in both her private life and career alike. So what is Some Like It Hot? It's a 1959 black and white romantic comedy directed, produced, and co-written by Billy Wilder. It stars one of the biggest actors of the time like Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon, and most notably Marilyn Monroe. And why is it important for the Pride Month? Because it's gay, duh! Let me explain. Those who have any interest in the gay cinema, or just cinema in general, probably know of this little gorge. ContraPoints, anyone? No? Just me? Okay, moving on. Of this little thing called the Haste Code, aka the Motion Picture Production Code. It is essentially a pesky little list of industry rules that tell you what you can and cannot show in your movie, which was in power from 1934 to 1968. In 1968, it was replaced by MPPA film rating system that we have today. You know, R rating, PG-13, and all that pizzazz. Haste Code was actually established to protect the movie makers from the government banning their movies, and it prohibited much more than two girls or two guys kissing on the screen. How scandalous! Some rules instated by the Haste Code are, but not limited to, crime and immorality could never be portrayed in a positive light. The law has to be respected and upheld. Nudity and overt portrayals and references to sexual behaviors could not be shown. Drug use, including alcohol consumption, could not be shown unless the plot called for it. And most notably, topics considered perverse could not be discussed or depicted in any way, and that included homosexuality. Some Like It Hot was actually produced without the approval of the Haste Code, because it arguably broke many of these rules, but mostly because it portrayed characters cross-dressing, and it was dripped in gay all throughout. Even so, it saw huge success, and it is widely regarded as the movie that helped abolish the Haste Code in the coming decade. So it quite literally walked so modern cinema such as Call Me By Your Name and Heartstopper could run. And if that hasn't already sold you on it, fine, I get it. You're a tough customer.
Hi, doggy. You're my favorite customer.
So let's talk plot. The story starts in 1929 in Chicago during the Prohibition. Our main characters, Joe, an irresponsible playboy saxophonist player played by Tony Curtis, and Jerry, a little ball of anxiousness double bass player played by Jack Lemmon, are two struggling musician friends. They're playing in a jazz band in an underground club run by a mafioso, Spats Colombo. One day, the club gets raided by the police, and Joe and Jerry barely escape arrest, only to be involved in a gang altercation and witness Spats kill some of his subordinates for ratting him out to the police. In order to save their heads, Joe and Jerry decide to leave town, and the only way to do so safely with their no-existent budget that they found is to join an all-women band that's headed to Miami. So, naturally, as anyone would, they cross-dress as Josephine and Daphne and join the band where they meet and then become infatuated with Sugar, a ditzy, naive ukulele player and singer played by Marilyn Monroe. And wacky adventures filled with romance and comedy ensue. Now, if you don't want to get spoiled, I'll refer you to a time point on the screen, or you could just go and watch the movie and then come back. Please, please, please come back. For everyone else, let's continue. Are they gone? Okay, good. Let's carry on. Sugar, however, has sworn off male saxophonists and is actually glad that Josephine is a girl. See where this is going? Yeah, everyone can, yeah. She instead hopes to find a rich, bespectacled young guy in Florida, which makes brain juices start to flow because he's goddamn set on winning Sugar over. Upon arrival, however, Jerry is helped by a mama's boy, millionaire Osgood Fielding III, who immediately falls for Daphne's no bullshit attitude. Can I just say, I love Osgood and his relationship with Daphne. Jerry, the dude is filthy rich and he's probably used to getting his own way, and he's unwavering in his love pursuit for Daphne, but he's never rude and disrespectful. Even when I was a kid and the whole gay thing just went over my head, I still shipped the two of them so much harder than the straight couple of the movie. Moving on. After they settle in the hotel where the band was supposed to be performing, the girls go to the beach.
Beach, let's go get away.
Where Joe commences his plan to pretend to be the young heir to Shell Oil to woo Sugar. In this plan, he thoroughly uses Osgood's infatuation with Jerry. Usual things like repurposing the flowers that were for Jerry to give to Sugar, and making Jerry dance with Osgood on the shore the whole night while he is having a nice evening date with Sugar on Osgood's yacht. Regular stuff. And so while Joe's successfully making Sugar fall for his farce, and while Jerry is having a full-blown gay panic, unbeknownst to them, Spats and his lackeys have come to the hotel for the conference for Friends of Italian Opera, aka gangster meeting for gangsters, where they talk about gangster shit. In total panic, Jerry and Joe try to escape the hotel while simultaneously trying to avoid Spats and all the other mafiosos. After witnessing a few murders, because why not, they manage to escape with Osgood's help, and Sugar comes with them. And the ending is literally the best thing ever and captures the tone of the whole movie so perfectly. I'll just play it for you because there are no words to describe it accurately.
I called Mama. She was so happy she cried. She wants you to have our wedding gown. It's white lace.
Yeah, that's good. I can't get married in your mother's dress. She and I, we are not built the same way.
We can have it altered.
Yeah, no, you don't. That's good. I'm gonna level with you. We can't get married at all.
Why not?
Well, in the first place, I'm not a natural blonde.
Doesn't matter.
I smoke. I smoke all the time.
I don't care.
I have a terrible past. For 3 years now, I've been living with a saxophone player.
I forgive you.
I can never have children.
We can adopt some.
But you don't understand, Osgood. I'm a man.
Well, nobody's perfect.
All in all, Some Like It Hot is not just the speck of representation that Hollywood needed, but also a masterpiece example of situational and slapstick comedy that, no matter how many times I've seen, always makes me laugh. Like I mentioned before, the soundtrack is also fire. Not as good as some other Marilyn Monroe movies like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, but still amazing. Can you tell I absolutely adore this woman? I am a big fan of Prohibition-era stories, so no wonder I enjoy the story, but Some Like It Hot hits the nail on the head in all the other aspects as well. That being said, I can't be completely biased and have to acknowledge that it does have some flaws, starting with the problematic relationships that, are based on lies, be it financial matter or gender, and also the whole thing about the cross-dressing aspect, and by extension the LGBTQ themes, are kind of used as the punchline for most of the jokes. But for 50s comedy movies, what can you expect? In any case, if you're in a mood for a feel-good comedy where you can just switch your brain off and have a good laugh, I'd highly recommend giving this movie a chance. You're not going to regret it. And you'll also be able to bore your friends with your cinema knowledge. Which, now that I'm saying it, I'm not sure how that is a good thing. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and please leave a comment on what would you like to see me talk about next. I'm always open to suggestions and debates. Please give me content for me. In any case, this is it for me from today, and have a good night, and I'll see you guys later. Buckage! It's a 1959 black and white comedy romantic. That's such a good fucking song. Damn. And the dress. Have you seen that girl? Oh. I wish I looked that good in a dress. It's a 1950s. Nah. 19, yes, it was done in all of 1950s. So it quite literally walked so modern gay cinnamon. What are words? What is English? I don't know. Played by Tony Curtis, and Jerry, a precious little ball of anxiousness, a double bass player, played by yes, they're both played by Tony Curtis. See, this is why I script stuff, because I don't know how to talk. At all. Just in general.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.